everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of Couch Chronicles, where I sit down and talk to you all about whatever's going on, whatever's on my mind. So if you want to sit and talk with me today, I got me 2 slices of cheesecake that I just ordered from the Cheesecake Factory. I'm greedy today, y'all. I'm real greedy. And I also got my little cutting board so I can have my little spread right here. But if you want to sit and talk with me, eat with me, then stay tuned. You guys, so I got my little stuff here. I wanted to show you guys this cutting board that I got recently from Deny Design from NordstromRack.com. This is like my latest edition. This one isn't gonna go on my cutting board gallery wall, but I just thought it was so cute. Since it's Valentine's Day, I picked this one up. But yeah, if you guys follow my Flat Lays channel, then you've probably seen it in a couple of pics. But yeah, I wanted to show that to you guys. That's what I'm gonna be putting my food on and dessert on. I just ordered 2 pieces of cheesecake. I got this upside down pineapple cheesecake slash cake, and I also got this one. This is the Reese's peanut butter cheesecake, and I guess I just ordered, you know, it's that time of the month, y'all, so I just ordered a bunch of stuff that I really don't need. But you know what, I'm kind of spoiling myself today, so whatever, I don't care. Okay, it's that time, and okay, I need all the comforts, we need them. But anyway, I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys just to share like some remedies that I personally have come up with to combat laziness. You guys saw in the thumbnail, the title was, am I lazy or am I tired? Sometimes I struggle with that, y'all. Like, I be tired, and I be trying to tell folks, like my dad, you know, he be wanting me to drive down to LA to see him. I'm tired, but sometimes I feel like I'm lazy too, though. Like, and it's one thing when you have, you know, the ability to be like super lazy. I'm gonna take a bite. If you guys are against me eating, talking, eating and talking, eating slash talking, eating then talking, then you may want to click off this video, because I am gonna snack a little bit on this stuff. But like I was saying, a girl gets tired, okay? I get tired, I work hard, you know, I don't even have kids yet, and sometimes I just be feeling like, damn, what are you gonna do when you have kids, girl? Like, I don't know how you mothers do it. I don't know how y'all do it. Like, doing everything you have to do and still running around after kids. Sometimes it seems impossible to me. Like, I know so many mothers, a lot of my friends are mothers, but sometimes I'm like, how do they do it? Like, how? Especially single mothers that don't have any help. Like, even sometimes having, you know, your child's father around, sometimes it's still a lot on the mother, but some women don't even have that at all. So it's like, how do y'all do it? How do y'all do it? Like, when you're just tired and you don't feel like doing nothing, you don't feel like cooking, you don't feel like doing nothing, you don't want to wash nobody's ass, you don't want to wash your own ass. How do you do it? How do you find the energy to do everything you need to do? I don't know how mothers do it. I commend y'all. I bow down to y'all mothers, fathers, single mothers. I bow down, because it just seems impossible for somebody like me that's single with no kids, okay? And I feel like I'm always tired. Like my dad, when I tell him I'm tired, he be like, you always tired. I'm tired. But then the struggle is, am I really tired or am I just lazy? Because sometimes I feel like I am lazy too. And sometimes I'll get like a full night of sleep and I still feel exhausted, or feel like I can't do what I need to do and stuff I be needing to do, and I'm just like, I just can't do it. And I sometimes wonder if my laziness is like halting my success in life, as far as finishing up my books, starting to pitch those, finishing up my website, my blog slash shopping website. Is it your laziness that's holding you back, girl? Are you really this tired, or what is going on? Like, so I've kind of been putting myself on a little regimen to help me with that, because it's a struggle. And it's funny because me and my sister, we've had this conversation a few times, like talking about, you know, how sometimes you just have so much you want to do and you run out of energy. And and her and I go back and forth. It's like, are you really out of energy? You just lazy? Like, you know, because I'm quick to call my sister lazy in a minute. Like, your ass is lazy. We have those conversations, okay? Like I said, we could be Tia and Tamara or Ike and Tina at any moment, depending on the day. But the good thing with us, we always find our way back. It's all good. But sometimes I'll be like, you ain't that damn tired. Do you ever tell your kids that? I know some of y'all tell y'all kids that. They be like, I'm tired. You be like, you ain't that damn tired. You just woke up. I have that struggle all the time, y'all. And laziness, I think, is one of those things that can really halt your dreams. Like, literally stop you from doing the things you need to do to advance in life. Like, you cannot let that lazy spirit take over you to where you just always feel like you're tired and you don't have the energy to do any of the things to better your life. Like, I'm not talking about just doing things like recreational type of stuff, but the things you actually need to do to better your life. Like, you can't even dig up that energy at all. You know what I'm saying? Dedicate a little bit of time to it. So I've kind of found some remedies for myself to help combat the lazy spirit that is always lingering over my life. It's like a cloud. It's always trying to creep over, and it's always a struggle. That lazy spirit, it's always there for me, y'all. Sometimes I just struggle with it. So I've found some remedies, and I'm gonna get into those with you guys. You guys, the pineapple upside down is so good. That's bomb. I gotta try the other one. But getting into it, one of the remedies that I found is like, I don't play with my sleep anymore. I go to bed at 9:30. On the days that I'm not working, like I don't have to be at work the next day, the latest I'll go to bed is 10:30. But I try to go to bed even on those days by 10 o'clock. And I know that's impossible for some people. If you have kids, if you have teenagers stuff, it might be impossible. But for me, I don't play with my sleep. So what I do, I go to bed at 9:30 on the nights that, you know, work nights. And at 9:05, I turn off my phone. So you can't call me, you can't reach me. I turn off my phone. And sorry if you guys hear some noise. They're working on the side. It's never a day where I'm filming that it's just peace and quiet. But I turn off my phone at 9:05. I put it on do not disturb. So for me, like, if somebody, you know, if somebody go, I'm not gonna find out until the next day, because I just cannot play with my sleep anymore, because people will test your sleep. And I read this quote that says, if you love somebody, let them sleep. And that is the realest ever, because people will play with your sleep. Like, they know you go to bed at a certain time and they just keep calling you or call you later than that time. It's like, I can't even play with it. I love you, I know you mean well, but no, I don't play with my sleep anymore. So the time that I go to bed is the time that I go to bed. I do have my film schedule on the days that I don't work my regular job. So even on those days, I'm up super early. My alarm is usually set at 5:30 in the morning. So I can't play with it. I need to go to bed. So I can't have that tired element like right when I wake up, because if you don't get a certain amount of time, you know, to rest, to get that REM sleep, REM sleep, it messes you up. And so that's the first thing that's combating against your ability to do what you need to do, because you're waking up tired because you haven't had enough sleep. So I don't play with my sleep. The next thing that I do is I set my alarm to music that kind of helps me get a little pumped up. I try to set it to songs that help me feel good, you know, like Jill Scott, Golden. That's one of my ringtones, like my alarm tones. What is that? Boom 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 from the Black Eyed Peas. That's another one, like, to help me kind of get moving and yeah, just really get things rolling. Another thing that I don't do when I first get out of bed is turn on the TV. I used to do that. Like, that was the first thing. I'm reaching for the remote to turn on the TV. I don't do that anymore, because I used to think that that helped me wake up, listening to people talk, you know, watching a sitcom, watching something funny or whatever to help me start my day on a positive note. But it really doesn't. Sometimes I find myself getting lost and wanting to just lay there and watch TV. So it don't help me at all. So those are the things that I kind of do in the mornings. I also now make this like coffee concentrate. And I know coffee's not good for everybody. There's different reasons why you really shouldn't drink coffee. I probably really shouldn't drink coffee because I have fibroids, and I heard that caffeine can help, you know, them to grow. But honestly, it's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. We all have our risks that we assume in different ways, and I'm willing to take the risk of having a little shot of my little coffee concentrate in the mornings to help me wake up. So on the mornings that I'm like super tired, but I really got to get going and I need an energy boost, I'll have a sip of my coffee concentrate, or I'll use one of the liquid IV, the packets. I'll use the energy multiplier in my water that morning. So I'll pour one of those in my water. That really helps. It doesn't give me the jitterbugs at all. Sometimes my little coffee concentrate gives me the jitterbugs, y'all. I can't lie. Sometimes it does, but I need that boost sometimes. Sometimes my energy is so like zombie level that I need that boost. Like, I need it, especially some of the mornings that I work, because I have to be at work so early. It's still dark when I'm at work. So on some of those mornings, it's like I gotta just take that little shot, and I only just take this tiny little bitty shot, and it helps me. So maybe that's something you guys can try, some coffee concentrate, or you know, the liquid IV drops. I'll definitely leave the link in the description if you're interested in trying that out. But yeah, having you something to give you a little boost, whether it's like a tea concentrate, coffee concentrate, or some orange juice, something like that, that helps as well, just to kind of get things flowing and to help you wake up, give you that little energy kick. I know my boyfriend, sometimes he likes a little 5-hour energy, those little drinks, you know, all that stuff. There's controversy, of course, that could be associated with all of that stuff, but that's just what works for me, to have like a little boost to get me going. And even sometimes in the middle of the day, if I find myself dropping and I need to like work on my books, because I'm trying to dedicate a certain amount of time every day to writing now, to finishing my books, because all of my books are outlined. They're fully outlined. I actually used a really great book to outline all my books, so all I have to do is just sit down and write the story. Like, the stories are already formed, literally like a blueprint for me to just type it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, fill in the characters, fill in the blanks, fill in the actual storyline. So it's super easy to do, but I just can't seem to find the energy to do it. Now I've blocked out the time, but I can't find the damn energy. And I don't know if it's because I'm lazy or if it's because I'm tired. But yeah, those are some of the remedies as well. Okay, you guys, so I'm digging into the other one. But another thing that I think was causing me to struggle with like my energy, particularly when I'm home trying to do stuff, is not having an organized space. So too much clutter around me really was like messing with my creativity, messing with my energy. It can be kind of overwhelming when you have like stuff everywhere all around you, and your space is not clear, and it's not clear physically, and the energy is not clear. Both of those can affect your, you know, level of tiredness. It can just wear you down. Like, people talk about high vibrations and high energy and stuff like that. I think having a good space, like actual physical space around you, really does help you to have more energy and more clarity and feel lighter, if you get what I'm saying. When you just have crap piled up all around you, stuff all around you, it can be very daunting and heavy on your spirit. And also, when your space is not clear as far as the vibrations, the energy, or you have a lot of negativity going on, you're arguing a lot, maybe you're arguing with your spouse, getting into it with your kids, or your kids and getting into it with each other, or all that stuff, it's nice to just sage your home once in a while. Light a candle, meditate, pray over your home. My Aunt Betty is very much into you know, holy oil, praying over some oil and using that to, like, you know, purify your home and to just bring a sense of God and peace back into your home. So that's another option. I use my sage all the time. I lighted it and I just sage this place. But while I'm saging, I'm praying, like, you know, to my Lord, just to cleanse my space, to bring good energy into my life, to bring blessings into my life, to help me have clarity, and I pray for the goals that I have, you know, for God to help me, you know, with my creativity, for writing my books, and bring the words to me, and at work, to keep me safe, and to help me to know what's good for me and what's not, and to guide my path while I'm at work. Like, I pray for that kind of stuff while I'm saging. So it's just a good way to, like, clean your spaces. And it doesn't really matter which sage you use. I had read you know, something about using only certain types of sage or whatever, but if you pray over your sage and you pray over whatever oils you use, I think that you can purify them and make them good for you and for your space. Like, it's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the faith coming into play if everything has to be so particular? That's okay. We have faith. We have God to take care of things for us. But yeah, So just make sure that you're doing that if you believe in that. It's definitely not something I'm trying to push on anybody, but that's what I do. I try to keep my space clear. Of course, it gets junky in here sometimes. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment. Sometimes you just have some crap in the hallway, filling up the hallway. My hallway is a mess, but that's why I try to stay out of it and keep my bedroom nice and clear. Like I said, everything stays put away in there because I just don't want to see a whole bunch of crap everywhere. I want to see surfaces. I want to see things clean. I want to be able to think. So that's important to me in my spaces. My living room is pretty much always organized and stuff like that. I do have my coffee table pushed out of the way because I film in here, but it doesn't affect anything, and it's always nice and clear and clean. So that's another tip for you guys. If you find that you're always lagging in energy, tired, and feeling down and feeling like you can't do the things you need to do in life, try cleaning your space a little bit. Try cleaning it physically and cleaning it spiritually, and see if that helps to lighten things up and give you a little bit more energy. So getting back to the lazy versus tired debate, y'all, one thing I do think is that people don't realize how tired women we really can get. They really do think that we just have unlimited energy and we just go and go and go, and they don't realize that we really do get tired. We really do get tired. Like, there's not an unlimited supply of energy in any of us. Like, it's so funny because I remember for years at my job, I worked graveyard shift. I worked nights and I was off during the day. And I remember people would call sometimes or want to do stuff, and it's just like, no, I can't do that, I'm tired. And you know, I worked last night. And in their mind, they used to think, well, haven't you been asleep all day? Or, you know, and I was literally, when I was on graveyard shift, I was living off of like 3 hours of sleep a night, like 3-4 hours of sleep a night. And like I told y'all, when it comes to sleep, I really don't play. So can you imagine how dead I was during the day, living off 3 or 4 hours of sleep? Like, talk about dead. Like, I was dead ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, I was always tired. I always had an attitude. Don't bother me, I'm tired, leave me alone. So I think people sometimes just think women have an unlimited supply of energy, and it's like, y'all gonna leave me alone. Now I know how my mama used to feel when we were young. When we were younger, we used to call my mama names so much. And then I mean, call mama all day. She used to say, don't nobody else say mama. The next person to say mama, like, she would be this close to snapping, because it was just like, leave me alone. Now I know how she felt, and I'm not even a mama, and I know how she felt, like, you know. But yeah, getting back to the debate, y'all, sometimes you know, if you're not doing the things that you really need to do in your life, if you know, you have all these goals and you're not working towards any of them because you really feel like you're just that exhausted, explore that. Because you don't want life to pass you by while everybody around you is being blessed because they're working for the things that they want to have, and while you're just sitting around saying you're tired. Explore that. Find out why. Find out what's really going on. Whether it could be something medical, like for me, I had a medical crisis last year that, you know, when I was feeling exhausted all the time, it was because I literally was losing so much blood because of my fibroids that I really was tired. I had the lowest iron I've ever had in my life. My blood oxygen levels were so low, and of course eventually it put me in the hospital. But there could be a reason why you really are tired. If y'all just really exhausted all the time, you wake up tired. You know, I know somebody really close to me who has severe insomnia. A lot of nights she can't even get to bed at all. Like, sometimes it's like 5 in the morning, the sun is coming up and she hasn't been asleep. So, or she's just now falling asleep. So that's possible too. But I would say if you are really having like major issues, then look into it, because it could be a medical issue that's making you like super tired all the time. So, you know, definitely explore that. Go get a complete physical. Check with your doctor to make sure your blood levels are good, your iron levels are good, that you're not anemic or something like that, or have some type of condition that's making you tired. So I heard sometimes thyroid conditions can make you really extremely tired, and there's other things as well that can make you extremely tired. So definitely look into it. If it's like really chronic tiredness, it could be a medical issue, y'all. So I don't want to bypass that, you know, while I'm talking about lazy versus tired, and some people out there could really be having a medical issue like I had last year. But yeah, explore it, ladies, because we got goals to achieve, and we can't let that spirit of laziness take over and affect us achieving our goals in life, because that's where I was, and now I'm fighting back. Alrighty, so the last thing that I've been doing, sorry for smacking y'all, to combat my laziness slash tiredness. I don't exactly know which it is yet that I'll be feeling, y'all. That's why I'm saying both. But the last thing that I've been doing is making my goals, my personal goals for myself, so superior in my life that there's no way around it. Like, I'm not giving myself an option on certain things. Like, I have to achieve certain things, and I've been making my goals so superior that, you know, it really just puts this fire under me to achieve them. Because I feel like, for me, the way I've set my life up, if I want to have the lifestyle that I want for myself and that I've envisioned for myself and that I see for myself, I'm gonna have to achieve the goals that I have. I'm gonna have to, or life is gonna be more of a struggle, and I'm gonna be more dependent on my current career to have that lifestyle, which the current career is lucrative. Don't get me wrong. I make good money. You know, I've made over six figures for years in my current employer, but I want big. I want bigger. I want bigger. I want more. I deserve more. That's where I am. And so in order to do that, in order to have that, I'm gonna have to do more. You know, I've always had gifts. I've always been talented in certain things. So it's just time for me to tap into that. You know, I'm at that age. I'm past that age where I should have been tapped into it. But now I'm conscious and I'm aware of what I need to do. And now it's just a matter of just doing it. So making those goals like ultra superior in my life, meaning cutting out time for them, making that time, you know, where nobody can bother it, nothing can bother it, like just making that time untouchable to anything and dedicating that time to those things because it's so important. That's what I've done to really make my goals so superior that I'm dedicating time to it, that it's untouchable by anything else, and I'm not giving myself a way out. I'm not giving myself an option to not do it. And that includes dedicating time to work on my books every single day. So no day that I don't skip. Even if I'm just proofreading over what I've already done, whether I'm writing some more chapters, whether I am doing research on publishing companies or reading other books that are similar, because it's a good idea to read other books that are in the genre of whatever you're writing. Whatever it is, I'm doing something to give some time to my goals, because in my mind, I really feel like my writing has always been a great gift of mine. And so I'm just trying to tap into that and really, because like Oprah says, whatever you're really good at and whatever you think about the most, that's going to bring you money. And so I've always been really good at writing. I've always been really good at, you know, creatively thinking of stories and stuff like that. So that's what I really want to tap into in my life. So it's just about dedicating the time and actually doing it now, and not allowing that lazy spirit when I come home from work and I'm like, ugh, I'm exhausted. But really, I'm not exhausted. I just don't want to sit at the computer and do what I need to do. So knowing the difference and not allowing that lazy spirit to kind of take over and affect what I got to do, that's where I am, because I've made my goals so superior, making them superior. And so that's if you have any goals. So everybody don't have something so significant that they're trying to do. So I'm definitely not saying that. Some of us are very content in our lives, and I know that a lot of you ladies and gentlemen are out there. So if you're content and you don't have any like super crazy major goals, then that's fine. But if you do, then definitely make them so superior in your life that nothing can touch them. Dedicate time to them that is untouchable to anything else, and really just find that energy to do what you need to do. So it's important, because everybody out here starting businesses, everybody out here getting rich, everybody out here doing their thing, and you don't want to get left behind. If that's what you want for yourself, then you don't want to get left behind. I don't want to get left behind. Okay? And I want to retire real early and be living a good life real early. So that's where I am with it. Alright, you guys, so I know this was kind of a weird thing to discuss, laziness versus tiredness, but it's something that was on my mind because I've been so about my goals this year and trying to do things, and since everything's kind of slowed down, this is really a good time to like get a handle on the things that you want to do and use the extra time that we have to kind of focus on those extracurricular goals that you might have. And that's what I've been trying to do this year. And so I just want to talk about that because the struggle is real for me every day. I struggle with being lazy, or am I tired? In my mind, I think I'm tired, but truthfully, sometimes I think it's just that spirit of laziness that I'm fighting against. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because it was on my mind. I know some of you all might be having the same struggles, wanting to do things, wanting to accomplish things, but it's like I just can't seem to find that energy. Or you're all pumped up about it, and then somehow the energy just deflates and you can't even do anything. It's like, I'm just tired, I'm done, I can't even do it. It just happens day in and day out, and before you know it, years have gone by and you haven't accomplished any of the goals that you set for yourself. So I just wanted to talk about that, just to encourage you all out there. So it's kind of a weird topic, but I hope you all enjoy sitting with me, having a little cheesecake. I didn't really dig in because, you know, I know some people just like, hey, why is she eating? Okay, I'm sitting on the couch. Okay, I can't eat. Damn. Okay, but I know most of you guys definitely don't mind in my regulars and stuff. I know y'all don't mind it, and y'all are really what I care about anyway. So I love y'all, and I enjoy sitting down talking with y'all about laziness versus tiredness. So of course I want to know in the comments, do any of you guys have that struggle of whether or not you're actually tired versus actually being lazy? I want to know, am I the only person struggling with that on a daily basis, or is anybody else out there struggling with that? Are your kids struggling with that? Is your husband struggling with that? Is he saying he's super tired and you looking at him like, no, your ass is just lazy? Because I know I'll be looking at folks like that sometimes, and as well as myself. But yeah, let's talk about it in the comments. I enjoyed this video with y'all. The next Couch Chronicles, I'm going to be sitting down talking about my weight journey. I'm going to be sharing some photos of myself. You guys might not know, but I used to be really big. I used to be really heavy. And you know, it's always been a struggle. It's always going to be a struggle. So if y'all want to sit down and talk about some weight loss, weight gain, yo-yo, dieting, all that stuff, then I'll be talking about that on the next Couch Chronicles. So I will see y'all on the next one. I love y'all. Don't be too lazy out there. Don't be too tired. Take care of yourself. Love y'all.